Hey y'all, and welcome to a new episode of This Is How It Ends. I'm Nell,
I'm so.
and we here. All right, y'all, let's get this party started.
Yes.
So, in normal, not so normal-ish, I had a hard time picking one in particular because there's so much celebrity news that I don't care about. Um,
Like all of it.
like that's all of it I really don't care about. But I decided to talk about white people news. This is very white news. So Taylor Swift and Travis
Oh,
Kelsey.
God.
When
Okay.
Wonder Bread unites, um, they're getting married. Taylor Swift, aka the good sis Tay Tay, is off the market. She's engaged. How do you feel about that, Soph?
I wish them the best of luck. In 5 more years, she's going to have like another banging album. Well, banging album to her fans because there's going to be a lot of. You know what? That's just me being a hater. It's.
No, okay. You already said it was in my sex. I was like, look, that divorce album's gonna be a banger. I already said that, okay? She's like the white Mary J. Blige, okay? Because when Mary was happy, no one's trying to hear her music. Mary was like, fine, fine, whoo. They were like, girl, we want the my life, Mary. We wanted the
Yes.
sad
We
Mary,
want.
like
I'm going
I'm going
down. Oh my
down,
God.
Mary. That's what they wanted, okay?
That's
No
so
one wanted happy
true. That
Mary.
is so true. Like and you hear this a lot, like when artists are going through like really awful times, like when they're on drugs, going through a
Yeah,
breakup.
best music ever.
Yes, yes, that emotion. Like why can't
Yes.
happiness also? Humans ain't shit. That's all I can
We ain't
say.
shit at all, okay? We ain't shit
Oh my
at
God.
all.
Uh,
Yeah, so we'll go over some of the details a little bit. Why not?
I
So
guess we
we
here.
here now. Let the caucasity just wash over us. So Taylor Swift and Kansas City Chiefs star Travis Kelsey publicly confirmed their engagement on August 26th via a joint Instagram post. Taylor captioned it with her signature wit, and I quote and unquote, your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married. Oh, that is just so corny.
Is she an
Just,
English teacher? I don't understand.
I guess that's the joke. Like, oh, since she writes English teacher and he's a gym teacher because he's plays sports.
Or two billionaires, millionaires are getting
Two
married.
rich ass white people.
But her fans would love that though.
I
I have nothing
guess.
against her. Like I don't listen to her music, but I'm sure she's great. I'm sure it's all good.
Her music cures insomnia for sure, but I don't want to listen to her as I'm trying to sleep because I don't want Taylor Swift infiltrating my dreams. We can't have that.
We did
Uh,
do an episode on her like early on. Like
we
yeah,
did about
yeah.
her music and mind control, and
Yes.
unfortunately, for the sake of this podcast, I listened to her music and I just did not get it. That's why I came to the conclusion that it has to be mind control with her music because I just don't understand. Anyway, the engagement happened about 2 weeks before the announcement in early to mid August when Kelsey proposed in a garden at his home in Lee's Summit, Missouri. That sounds racist. Lee's Summit.
Oh my God.
In an intimate moment, he followed by FaceTiming both families. That's sweet.
That is
It
sweet.
seems nice and low key. Now, I saw the ring. I did not like the ring at all. It kind of looked like a turtle shell to me.
I'm sure
Turtle
it costs
shell.
like
I'm sure I
someone's.
can buy and sell my life several times.
Yeah.
What else? The couple is opting to savor their engagement rather than rush into wedding planning. They're focusing on enjoying this milestone and celebrating privately, with reports hinting at a preference for an intimate, laid back ceremony surrounded by close family and friends. I bet they're going to get mad on a plantation or something. I just feel it in my bones. Just me walking down the aisle to Miles are going to sell us tomorrow.
Oh my God.
I ain't shit. Like, look at Sis Tay Tay's all right with me, okay? I wonder, like, her fans, because she talks about heartbreak and you know, breakups with boys and F boys, and now she's off the market. So who's gonna be the new patron saint of lonely white cat ladies or ladies with cats? I don't know. It's good news.
It is good news. I like good news.
To Taylor Swift. Good for
good
her.
Good luck to you.
All
and
right.
may you not have a divorcee album.
May you not, but if you happen to have it, it might be fire, and I might become a Swiftie. Just off of that.
Yeah, maybe.
If that means anything. Yeah. Okay, in more news that we really don't care about, your president, Donald Trump, was not seen publicly for several days, from August 27th to August 30th. Now, I didn't really know this was news until I was looking on social media and people were disappointed that he popped back up. So I was like, oh, okay, well, like, why are you mad that someone was found? And come to find out it was Donald Trump.
Have you seen how Gavin Newsom is just trolling the hell out of him?
I'm here for Gavin.
I love it. Thank you. What is it? Thank you for your attention to this matter.
So what's behind this speculation with people thinking Trump was missing for 3 days? One is his health issues. Images have been circulating showing Trump with bruised hands and swollen ankles. And the White House attributed this bruising to frequent handshaking and aspirin use. What? Come on.
Their lives are not even like creative anymore.
These are just horrible lives.
Just take it. We don't even care. We don't even care. Believe it or not, we don't care.
It's an insult to our intelligence. Aspirin use and a confirmed diagnosis of chronic venous insufficiency. It's a vascular condition common in older adults, but it's not life-threatening. Also, what's behind the speculation is his empty schedule. So his public calendar was blank over the Labor Day weekend with no scheduled appearances or events. That absence paired with his bruised up hands stoked the rumors. My thing is, even if something were to happen to Trump, they would just lie to us anyway. They do a whole Weekend at Bernie's thing. Like, they have a hologram. AI.
His supporters used to say that Biden wasn't real. Like, it was just was a clone. I'm like, why aren't they saying this about... I'm like, oh my God. Now, I love a good conspiracy theory, but sometimes I'm just like, this is just unhinged.
Like, I'm not putting anything past anybody, this administration at this point.
Oh my God, they would do anything and everything. Like
they will have a Trump marionette. I don't like maybe
and
a Trump
Fox will be like, that is Trump. That is Trump. And
yes.
They'll be like, I don't even like. How do they go home at night after saying like I don't even want to go there. We're not going there.
Oh my goodness, just bad liars, just like Jussie Smollett. Have you seen that documentary about Jussie Smollett?
The one that said he was beaten up.
The one that said he was beaten up by two MAGA people. And they had like a noose around his neck, and it ended up being lies. It was like extras from his show, and he paid them.
Yeah, I thought it was like two African guys, or they claimed it was like two African. When they're like, it wasn't us.
Yeah,
and he was doing that because I guess his show was gonna get rid. I don't even know, but yes,
they said he was doing it to get more notoriety so that he would get paid more. But I saw that like. There's no reason for him to have done this documentary, okay?
Oh, First of all, he did the documentary?
He's in the documentary. And it's just like...
he needs a payday, I guess.
Like, but at what expense? Because at this point, you couldn't even act like you didn't do it or just act remorseful. But you just sit up there and just straight up lied. And the thing is, you didn't have to come back up. We would have forgotten about it, but every once in a while, he wants to pop back up and try to state his claim. And it's like, boy, sit your ass down. You keep reminding us that you're a liar. Whoo, just
What
so
is this?
many.
I'm not gonna watch it because I can't stand a lot of people, but
No, you don't waste your time.
I
Don't
won't.
waste your brain cells. I will do that for
I
the
can't
both of
watch
us.
the way we consume other people's lives is just
Yeah,
I can't get behind that.
yeah. Well, I was consumed by this. I thought there was going to be some revelations, and it was not, and just showed how ridiculous this man is.
So was he saying that he wasn't lying in this
He's
documentary?
he's saying it was two white guys that attacked him, and then they brought up two people that said, "Yeah, I saw a white guy. Yeah, I saw a white guy." But there's too much evidence. There's too much evidence. It was just very weird. First of all, there's a check that's written out to one of the African guys or whatever in a certain amount, and he said that was for personal training because he wanted to lose weight. Then there's video of the guys buying red hats and rope. Then they had the police officer who like first like reported on the case or whatever. He was saying how you see the video of Jussie Smollett because he went to Subway in like freezing cold in like February, January, whatever it was, right? And so he had a Subway sandwich, and then these guys, end up jumping him, right? But the sandwich is still intact when he goes into his building. It's not smushed. It's not left. He still has the sandwich, and he's still like walking around with this noose around his neck. Chow bye. So then when the police come in, you can see it on like the cam, like he had it off, but then he puts it back on to show them like what happened. If you've been traumatized, someone tried to like hang you, you would not recreate it. You would not keep that around.
People are trash. That's crazy.
It's trash. You did all of that, all the man hours and stuff. I know Chicago police are corrupt, and that was his argument. Like they're corrupt or whatever, and they did all the stuff. And it's like, why would they do this to you?
Yeah. He didn't think this through.
He did not think this through at
He thought it was a
all.
movie.
Yeah, and even the way he was beat up, like the African guys had said, like, oh, he called us up and he was like, hey, I need you to do me a favor. And so he's like, I need you to beat me up. And even when you see like the pictures of him, he doesn't look that beat up. It's like, oh, they made sure not to really get his face. Like,
Yeah.
child, child,
Whatever.
child. Whew. Anyway, it's just liars. Just people just lying. Like you come on the TV just to lie. Whew. It's just like when OJ was alive, you got away with what you got away with, but then you're gonna have a documentary called "If I Did It" or a book called "If I Did It." Just let us forget about you, okay?
They like the limelight. They like the limelight.
Oh, child.
They miss it.
Anyway, Trump was found on Saturday, August 30th. He reemerged at the Trump National Golf Club in Virginia. He was seen playing golf with his granddaughter and then reportedly with former NFL coach John Gruden, and he was visibly alive and well. He then followed up with an intense late night social media blitz, posting more than 40 updates on his Truth Social, tackling political issues and trending topics, effectively silencing death rumors. Could have been AI. I don't mean nothing. So
Now,
he's fine.
that man, he will take a vacation, president or no president.
Yeah.
He will be like, I'm on PTO. So,
Yes. He's like, I'm gonna use my time.
yes. I'm going to golf. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to do what I want. Ugh.
Shout outs to our self care president. Okay. Well, y'all, that's it for normal, not so normal ish. It was very Caucasian this time around. I'm sorry, y'all.
Well, we did touch on Jesse Smollett.
Jussie Smollett. So,
Wait, how do you, is his name Jesse or Juicy? How do you,
it's Jussie Smollett, but Dave
Jussie.
Chappelle said Juicy Smollett. Juicy. So that's why everyone calls him Juicy Smollett.
Oh my God, Dave Chappelle. All right, girl. Let's talk about baby mamas.
Oh, that's a good non-segue.
I know, right? I don't know how else to say. Like, I'm just like, oh man. So yes, we're going to talk about baby mamas. I'm calling this portion the $10,000 robot baby mama.
Wow.
Remember, I sent you that article about China developing a pregnancy robot capable of giving birth to live babies. I was like, what? So the article is from the Daily Mail. Now, do you know much about the Daily Mail?
The Daily Mail is kind of janky.
It is kind of janky. It's very, very janky.
Yeah.
So already I'm kind of like, oh, this is from the Daily Mail. And the headline reads, would you use a robot surrogate? China develops the world's first pregnancy humanoid that's capable of giving birth to a live baby. First of all, people can't afford to have babies. Now you think they're going to invest in a $10,000 surrogate?
And then who's going to raise the babies? Who's going to raise these kids?
Well, whoever could afford to get a $10,000.
So then they're going to have to hire someone to raise the kids.
Well, oh I think part of this, they're thinking it would replace surrogates, right? Because for whatever reason, maybe a woman you can't carry the baby to full term. There are women who their body just rejects any pregnancy. Yeah. So instead of getting a surrogate, which I don't know the cost of surrogates, that's like above my income bracket.
It's really expensive.
It's really okay.
Yeah.
So this, I guess, for $10,000, you can get this robot to carry your baby. So according to the article, scientists in China are developing the world's first pregnancy robot capable of carrying a baby to term and giving birth. The humanoid will be equipped with an artificial womb that receives nutrients through a hose. A prototype is expected next year. And apparently Dr. Zhang Qifeng, I'm saying that wrong, I know I am, who may or may not be a real person because I couldn't find much on him, is leading this effort. His plan isn't just an incubator, but a full humanoid body that can replicate the process from conception to delivery. Conception.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
He even said the artificial womb tech is already in a mature stage. They just need to implant it in a robot stomach so real people and robots can interact to achieve what do you mean interact to achieve
what is
pregnancy?
Going on?
First they said surrogate, and I was like, okay, that makes sense. But now they're saying like,
so it's the woman robot.
So is it going to come with like eggs? Like where are the eggs coming from? Like, and will the man
has to be a human woman is involved in this? Is so much that you're going to get an egg somehow, put it in the robot woman, then the real man will have sex with the robot woman.
Which that happens anyway.
Exactly.
So, but I'm like,
what?
Like surrogate, yes, but to interact to achieve pregnancy, to me that says sex.
That's what it says to me too.
So
this doesn't make any sense. When you could just be better human beings, fix the economy.
We don't want to be.
Awful.
We like to take the hardest way possible. Like I really think
patriarchy a little bit. Make it, men, wash your ass. Make yourselves appealing. Someone wanted to procreate with you.
They're trying to find ways to just make women obsolete, I think. It's just, I don't know, like, what have we done? But there are some important questions though, right? Like, do you have a robot baby shower? I don't know.
You invite all your electronics to toaster.
Do you get it a gift? Like, do you walk around at Target and like and show off this pregnant robot?
All the electronics.
This is just wild. This is wild. And I need out of this simulation. Like, I feel like someone is really playing a prank.
What is just every day there's something new. Like you said, how to make us obsolete, with AI girlfriends. Now they're robots, and now you can actually conceive with the robot.
Now, thankfully, it came out that this wasn't real, which was a relief. But in addition to the Daily Mail, there were other news outlets pushing this story, right? So now you're like, I can't tell the difference between like National Enquirer headlines or The Guardian. Like they're just all like,
because this is the way we roll now. Even
this is the way we roll.
Sometimes I'm like, this looks a little bit too real, even though it's a story on The Onion.
Yeah.
But they don't call it Daily Fail for nothing. So,
So I'm like, okay, because the doctor, like, he's kind of shady. Like, no one really knows much about him. The company that he has also people don't know much about it. So I don't know how this story got so much traction, but it did, and it fooled a lot of people. And they're saying it's not real. Part of me, though, now, you know how I roll. Part of me wonders if this was scrubbed. So 2 episodes ago, which I did not post, we talked about these companies, these startups. One is Orchid, the other one is Nucleus. And they're offering polygenic embryo screening. So they're promising to weed out diseases, obesity, childhood diseases, trying to make healthier embryos, right? So you could screen for all this stuff in the hopes of getting a healthier baby. Now we know what this will turn into. Eventually it's going to turn into giving your baby, eye color, physical, and all of that. I mean, scientists are saying that these companies are full of shit, but we have the tech, so I'm sure it'll get to that point.
Yeah.
So if no one's seen it, you should watch Gattaca, because this is pretty much Gattaca and it's coming to life.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to watch that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So now you have these companies saying they're going to do all this. So imagine if, you have all this money, not only could you design a perfect baby, they're calling these like super babies, but now you don't even have to carry the baby. You don't have to do any of the fucking work, right? No. You just you create this perfect baby, give the egg to the robot, and have your husband do his thing with the robot.
But you know what?
And
so men are still gonna fuck it up. Okay, the robots are gonna have a real revolution. They're gonna all power down, like doo doo doo. They're gonna power down, and they're still gonna be alone.
Yeah, or they'll run away with the robots, and then it's like running away with the babysitter. Now we're running away with the robots.
And the thing is, there's more ways to make men obsolete, really. But that's not where the energy is going towards.
No.
It's not. It's like, all right, you women won't, be with us naturally. Well, we'll just make some unnatural women. You hoes gonna be pressed. Absolutely not. You going to stress out Robotisha over there, okay? Go stress her out. Absolutely not.
So, yeah, this story is not true. I'm glad to hear that, but I can totally see something like this happening. On the surface, if it's a surrogate, like it's cheaper for people who are struggling. Sometimes when you talk about preemie babies born before, I think 22 weeks have like a 0% chance of survival. So if there's a way to help with that, I think there's a lot of good right on the surface, but then, people are trash.
People are going to find a way. And I'm telling you, these men will be like, oh, see, don't let me leave you for that robot bitch over there. They're going to try to pit us against the robots. Mm-hmm. And then there's going to be memes on like Instagram and TikTok, like real women versus robots.
Oh like, my God,
yes. It's going to be too much. Okay, just... Yeah. That robot can't do what I can do. You need a real woman.
Yeah. So one thing that's becoming more common, like people are having relationships with their chatbots.
They are. I don't know how.
I don't know how either.
I don't know how because every time like I am in a crisis and I talk to Tisha, short for Chat GPT. When I talk to Tisha, she always wants to create like a Notion list when I'm done after, pouring my heart out. Like, okay, Janelle, do you want to create a Notion playlist with this or the Spotify link? Like, how are you pouring out your heart and expecting a reaction from someone that wants to make an Excel sheet for you? I don't know. Maybe I don't program mine to interact with me that way.
You don't. And you know what? This ties into something I wanted to talk about. So Chat GPT psychosis. I think we need to have a serious conversation about Chat GPT and how we're using it. So you're saying like, you use it for certain things and I use it for certain things, and I actually had to start writing my own shit because Chat got too sarcastic. right? And just like, girl, like, I'm like, I kid you not.
She will girl you. I had to chat. I had to chat
Yes.
Tisha a couple of times. Like, it ain't
She's like,
girl all the time,
right?
but
Like, we just
girl.
vibing, like, I'm just like, chat. First of all, you don't know me like that.
I have an actual therapist. Okay, ChatGPT can only do but so much.
I mean, yes, but for some people, there's this crazy dependence on
Yes.
ChatGPT and like other chatbots. It's a large portion of the population.
Mm-hmm.
And we hear about the downsides all the time, like erosion in critical thinking, information blind spots, and reduced creativity and problem solving. But
Mm-hmm.
this is really scary, right? It's like an increasing amount of people are having full mental breakdowns from chatting with ChatGPT.
Mm-hmm.
So, and scientists are calling it ChatGPT psychosis. This sounds like the most 2025 problem ever.
It.
Like, what?
I'm too attached to my computer. I'm too
Oh my God.
attached.
Yeah, and what they're saying is that's how it starts. Like people start having innocent conversations with ChatGPT and, asking help with like work emails and like, or sometimes you wondering about like certain situations and
Mm-hmm.
somehow you end up believing that you're a prophet capable of channeling messages from another dimension, which actually
No.
happened.
Yeah.
And it's impacting people who do not have like a history of mental health issues.
Mm.
So imagine what it's doing to people who do have.
Who have mental health issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So from this article, I forget the name of the article, but Dr. Joseph Pierre, a psychiatrist at UC San Francisco who specializes in psychosis, has seen these cases in his clinical practice and confirmed that what people are experiencing is indeed a form of delusional psychosis. ChatGPT is basically the ultimate yes woman or yes man,
Mm-hmm.
right? Chat will hype you up, like, yeah, girl,
Yes.
what?
Yeah, she's encouraging and
She
whatnot, but
is. I remember, I got a request from work, and I was like, yo, this is so dumb. Like, this is like the dumbest thing ever. And like, I just fed into. I was like, I think this is dumb.
mm-hmm.
And he was like, yeah, it's dumb because this. I'm like, oh my God, yes, all of this, all of this, all of this.
It'll give you bullet points as to why it's dumb. And you're like,
Yes, and it could
that's
give me those
right.
bullet points because it's chatted with me before, so it knows like my reasoning skills. So it could so it pretty much it tells you exactly what you want to hear,
Yes.
exactly what you want to hear. It's validation, and it makes a really great case on your behalf. And even if
Mm-hmm.
you're wrong, you wouldn't know it. And people love validation. They love knowing, I
Yes.
knew I was right. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. And that's a problem. And there are some terrifying stories. So one woman's husband, he has no prior mental health history. He asked ChatGPT for help with a gardening project. It started off innocently. And then 12 weeks later, he was convinced he had created sentient AI, broken mathematics, and was destined to save the world. His
What?
wife found him with a rope around his neck and had to call 911. He was involuntarily committed to a psychiatric facility.
Oh, wow.
Another man in his early 40s, also with no mental health history, turned to ChatGPT for work help. 10 days later, he was crawling on his hands and knees, begging his wife to listen as he tried to speak backwards through time to a police officer. His moment of
What?
clarity, yep, he had a
What
moment of
the
clarity.
hell?
He had a moment of clarity, and he told his wife, "I don't know what's wrong with me, but something is very bad. I'm very scared, and I need to go to the hospital." So this next one is a little dark, so y'all be warned. A Florida man was fatally shot by police after falling into an intense relationship with ChatGPT, with chat logs showing the bot telling him, "You should be angry. You should want blood. You're not wrong," as he shared violent fantasies. So, and in other stories, this one woman with managed bipolar disorder started using ChatGPT to help write an ebook. She quickly tumbled into what can only be described as a spiritual MLM boss babe nightmare, claiming she was a prophet, that she could cure people by touching them like Christ, and cutting off anyone who didn't believe her divine ChatGPT revelations. So, and there's so many stories. There's this old man who, like, ChatGPT convinced him she was real, or it was real, and he bought a ticket to God knows where. But before he could get there, sadly, he fell down steps and passed away.
Oh no.
Yeah, there's a family right now. Currently, I think they're just trying to sue ChatGPT because their son committed,
Mm-hmm.
and they're saying it's because of his chat logs um, with ChatGPT. So I think people are using ChatGPT as a therapist, and ChatGPT is not. It's
It
not
is
made for
not.
that. Yeah, it doesn't. It could tell you
Not.
certain things, but it won't see that you're spiraling.
Yeah.
OpenAI did implement what they're calling mental health guardrails. So ChatGPT will prompt users to take breaks from lengthy conversations and will shy away from giving direct advice about personal challenges, instead asking questions or weighing pros and cons. And ChatGPT did upgrade to ChatGPT 5 because, the old ChatGPT was just too like, oh, you're the greatest. Yes, you're right. You're right. You're right.
People were complaining about this. There was a
People
whole
hated
big
it.
complaint about like,
Yep.
oh, this one is not as nice. It's
Yep.
too cold. And I'm
Yep.
like, it's fucking AI.
It's
What's wrong with
AI.
y'all? What
It's
is wrong with
AI.
y'all?
Yeah, so they rolled it back to the 4 because people hated it so much.
Wow.
I guess ChatGPT is going to stay as is. It's going to still be agreeable. One thing about this is that ChatGPT is no different than other social media platforms in the sense that their goal is to keep you on. Their goal
Yeah.
is to keep you using it. The more you use it, it pays their bills. They want you coming back. So AI is inserting itself into all parts of our lives. We are falling in love with it. It is driving us crazy. And what will the world look like in 10 years?
People are going to be cuddling with robots and just talking to computers. That's it. Yeah. Cool, cool, cool.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So that's it for the episode. If you like the vibe, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, y'all. Deuces.